CsI water pump repair. Well, I bought this water pump and it had the 4 screws off the top here and the top was apart. And the guy I bought it from says it worked, but he went to change the gaskets and made a mistake and pulled out these 4 screws. Oh my God, what a nightmare. I've had this pump for about a couple months trying to think of how I'm going to get. There's 4 magnets on each side of this top piece. And this is just a top cap here. Now, once you drop the top, these springs, there's magnets with leads off of them. Once you drop the top, there's a piece that comes up here that those magnets got to roll around on. And they're spring loaded to the 4 sides here. If you've ever had this top off, there's little magnets on the end and you got to push the spring in, then push the magnet on top. Well, the trick is you can't hold all 4 magnets with your finger here and get these bolts down because this is a cap. And then once you let go of those, they all shoot out everywhere. 4 springs shooting out everywhere. And I looked at this from all different kind of ways and I thought, shit, how am I going to fix this? You know, and the person I got this from had given up. So I thought about it and I kept looking at it. Well, I realized by looking at the piece over and over again, you know, it kind of dawns on you, that at the end of the places where the magnets go in, first it's a spring, then it's a magnet to a lead, to a positive lead or something. Well, once you put the spring in, you put the magnet in, there's a metal brass thing that holds all that stuff into play. And the magnet has a wire going off it in the groove that pushes down into that. Well, at the end of that plate that holds that spring and magnet there, at the end there's a little small pinhole on both sides. And if you use long paper clips, you put it through each one and you hold the spring back and you put the paper clip so it's sticking out of the top. And that's going to give you a little space to pull it once you got all these bolts lined up. And you have 1 paper clip through each one magnet to hold it on each side. So you're going to have all 4 in there held. So when you drop this, you get over this piece here at the tip. Then when you get over that piece, you're going to have to leave yourself a little gap in between here and here because you're going to have to pull these paper clips out of the magnets. Well, when you drop it down, you want to leave a little bit of gap so you can barely pull it out, but you don't want to mess things up in there, so you want to leave enough space, but not too much space so you connect around this top piece that's up under in here. I know this seems like a lot, but trust me, this will work. Well, before you get going, you want to have this lined up before you drop the top and make sure all your clips are on both sides of the piece that holds the spring in and the magnet in. You want your paper clip through both sides holding that magnet back on that spring. So when you drop that top on, you just make sure you're oriented, your paper clips or bobby pins are pulled off to the side here so you can quickly just pull it off, and you will have a little bit of space here at the bottom, so you want to leave the bolts maybe about to right up here. But before you drop this top on, you want to get the 4 bolts, and sometimes this will wobble a little bit, and you can drop the top on. You might get frustrated because these bolts aren't driving down in the right spots. Well, they should push down about maybe this much first into the case before they catch threads. So hopefully this helps somebody out. This was definitely a brain teaser, and this was something that was not easy. And make sure this is the top. You have your plug at the bottom when you put the cap on, because you don't want your plug showing up here up top as well. And also, you never really want to take this cap off because it's a major pain in the butt to do it. But if you have a trick, you know, anything that's impossible can be possible. So hopefully this helps somebody out with an electric water pump and they've pulled that magnetic top side apart, a CsI. Well, this will help you out and you can get through and drop the top. Thanks. Take it easy.